The iPhone wants me to update my software, which is amazing. You know, I'd probably be a lot better at doing these live streams if they actually made like the encoding software and encoding things a lot easier to navigate. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much to all 3,015 of you. That was the subscriber count when I last checked. This month has been really, really cool. Hey Steven, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you here on the live stream. This has been a really crazy month with the GitCon videos and the different pieces of gear that have been coming in as a result of GitCon, and yeah, I'm excited. And one more package showed up today. This one coming from XVive Vive? I don't know. Let's just say XVive. I think that makes sense. Like Vive pedals. Yeah. So basically, what is XVive? XVive is I said XVive, and now I'm saying XVive. We'll say XVive. XVive is a Chinese company that is making some pretty cool mini pedals. What is it with the Chinese and mini pedals? It seems like that's bread and butter kind of things for those companies. But what's cool about XVive is that they're collaborating with some pretty cool designers and engineers from the States and around the world. Howard Davis, who has famously designed all the classic stuff from Electro-Harmonics, and then even Thomas Blug of Blue Guitar, the guy who came up with that pretty cool, is it the Amp 1, I think it's called? It's really cool. It's like a 3-channel amp in like a pedal format. It's got a built-in 100-watt Class D power amp. That's neither here nor there. They've sent me some pedals to check out, and yes, it is in an Amazon box. This is coming from XVive Direct, their US office. So we're going to open up the box, we're going to check out the pedals that came in, we're going to discuss them a little bit, so you guys kind of see the package that you would get if you were to buy these pedals for yourself. We're also, as you see in the description, if you guys have any questions about anything, we're going to take those at the end of the, the broadcast, I suppose, after we're done unboxing. So yeah, we're going to take some questions, we're going to talk about stuff. If you have any questions on gear, if you have any questions on pedals, whatever, let's take them. Michael, good to see you, my friend. Hope that you're doing well. Jeremy seemed to keep it up. Looking forward to all the new videos. You got a pile of them to dig into. Yes, Jeremy, I do. I definitely do. So let's go ahead and start with this little guy. I really like this package. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a nice outer sleeve, and then you can push out, sort of. Oh, wait, hold on. It's not actually a push out. There we go. It's a little magnetized lid. That's a pretty decent little package. That's something really nice. So basically, designed in the USA, engineered for musicians, and made in China. So this first pedal is going to be the D3 Looper, a dual stereo. I'm not making this up. Dual stereo loop. I'm going to make sure that gets into focus so you guys can read. There we go. Yeah. Not sure what a dual stereo loop is, but anyway. So the package is pretty cool. I think it looks really nice. Let's open this bad boy up. It's, closes with magnets. That's nice. And then inside, we have the nice Duet Looper. It's very nicely in there. Kind of snug. Like I pull out the pedal and the whole thing comes out. There we go. All right. So here is the Duet Looper. Very cool mini looper pedal in the kind of classic thin enclosure that a lot of the mini pedals are doing. So it is a stereo looper. We have our input down here on the bottom, then the mono output right here, and then the stereo output is right here. It makes sense that you would have to do your inputs and outputs for a stereo mini pedal in, out, out. Obviously, I haven't done anything with this yet, and I haven't tried it yet, so I can't even say like whether or not that actually is a good thing. But it might cause a little bit of trouble to have both outputs like on different sides of the pedal. It just might make things a little hard to manage if you're trying to cram this thing on a pedal board. Knob feels a little slick. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, but it basically looks like you got two different modes. You have undo, redo at the top right here on this toggle switch, and then you've got another mode that's verse chorus, so I'm assuming that you can switch between two different sets of loops, which could be pretty cool. I'll have to figure out the best way to work that out. It is a standard 9-volt center negative power supply, but it's got a USB jack on the top right there. So let's see what else we got inside here and see if there's any clues as to what that would be. Here's a nice excess strip of Velcro that kind of fits the back of the pedal. It seems a little... yeah, I guess it's straight enough to fit. I mean, it's certainly not form-fitted to the pedal, but that's not really that big of a deal. I'm not a huge fan of just plastering the back of pedals with Velcro because they can sometimes get a little difficult to take off the board. You end up ripping the Velcro off. Depending on the strength of the Velcro, you end up, just, yeah, it just doesn't work out well for me. So we got a little instruction booklet. Oh, Robert Baker joining in SPJ into his RB into his house. Yeah, you know, buddy. Congrats on the play button. So let's see what XVive is saying to us today. We believe that the Duet Looper is the first mini looper pedal that allows series recording and playback of two loops, which it very well could be. Coupled with the more usual, not visual, undo-redo mode. Good low-frequency response, high headroom stereo inputs and outputs. I don't see stereo inputs, but whatever. And USB support for future updates and upgrades. Interesting. Let's see if we can find anything about this USB mode, because I want to know. USB port for firmware updates and future updates and upgrades, which I guess I'll have to go in and go onto their website and see if there's anything that I can, figure out as to really if there's anything that you can really update on this. There might be something like that, but, there's nothing that I really can say right now. But I dig it. It's kind of cool. The graphics are really cool with the little cassette tape or tape cartridge, just kind of forming a little lasso there. I think it's gonna be cool. The finish is really cool. I like the enclosure. It's got kind of a metal flake finish to it. Yeah, this could be really fun. I have a looper on my board in the living room right now. And it's the Joyo Iron Man looper, the Iron Loop, which is pretty fun. And I've been messing around with that over the last couple days. So it'll be cool to experiment with one of these loopers that does the verse-chorus thing. So there you go. Duet Looper, first on the docket. And then the second one is one that I'm quite excited to try, is a pedal designed for XVive by Thomas Blug. And it is the Tube Squasher. You can see on the other side, those are the two pedals that Thomas Blug has designed for XVive, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so we've seen the package. We know it's got that cool magnetized flap, so let's open it up. Start out with this little booklet right here. Let's see if we can, looks like it's just a catalog at the moment. The Golden Brownie is the T1, but we're not going to worry about that because we have the Tube Squasher. So the Tube Squasher is a FET-based overdrive circuitry, allows a Tube Squasher to realistically emulate the smooth overdrive characteristics of a good vacuum tube amp. The playing dynamics are tube-like in tone and feel. Tube Squasher is a very powerful tone shaping tool. Internal supply voltage step-up allows more dynamic range and headroom with tight bass tones. Low to medium gain overdrive. All right, so that's basically what the company says this thing is. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. That was the Duet Looper. I grabbed the wrong box. This is the one we want. I gotta say, the Chinese companies have been doing a really great job with the packaging. I really like Joyo's Iron Man packaging. It's very nice. It's got a jewelry box kind of feel to it. So I'm all for that. This is definitely a little bit of a step up. Feels more Apple, I guess I could say. Although it's a little beat up, so it's not as clean. Anyway, time to take out the Tube Squasher. Oh, this one, as a little bonus, has a couple of purple Perloid XVive picks. Check that out. This is actually pretty good because on the back of the picks, it tells you to like them on Facebook. Let's see if I want the camera to make sure that we get that focus. Nah, you can barely make it out. But yeah, it says like us on Facebook. That's a pretty good little promotional tactic. I gotta give them props for that. That's a good thing. And here we go. There is the Tube Squasher. Paint's a little weird, but the enclosure is really cool. It's got this nifty black kind of hammer tone finish to it. Kind of looks like somebody took a... There, you can kind of see it. Kind of looks like a little bit like an old fuzz face enclosure might look. It's cool. So pretty basic. We got drive, we got tone, we got level. It's kind of cool as there's a little texture to the outside of the knob, so you know, you're not really going to get too much. We got a low cut switch right here. Standard 9-volt power supply. And I did not realize that this was a FET-based pedal. I kind of assumed Tube Squasher, you know, any company that's really doing anything in a pedal that has the word tube in it, it's usually a tube screamer. So this might not actually be a Tube Screamer clone. And you have Thomas Blug's signature silk screened on the side of the enclosure right there. I actually really dig the look of it. There's a couple little blemishes on the Tube Squasher, like right on the T. But that's not really a big deal for me. I mean, this thing is going to probably look like crap come, you know, the next month or so. So, because it's going to get put through the ringer. Both of these pedals are going to get... Pretty sure I'm going to go walk into the living room after we're done here, and I'm going to start playing these and trying to figure them out. Let's see what else the directions have for us. See if there's anything that we can go at. Seems pretty standard operation. Hardwire bypass. Yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple pedal, and that's how we like them. I hope it sounds good. You know, I having heard the Amp 1, I believe it's called that big old amp thing that he designed, Thomas Blug that is. That sounds phenomenal. So I'm pretty sure this thing will sound just as good. So yeah, 2 cool new pedals from the folks at XVive. I have to say thank you to them. It's a little hard to figure out who I should be saying thank you to more. There's a couple people that I've been dealing with in my conversations since GitCon. There's Nancy, there's Sherry. I don't really know. And the connections with the Chinese companies are all very strange. It's almost like they all know each other, and maybe, whoa, are they all owned by the same person? I don't know. But it'll be interesting to check out another Chinese company's designs. I mean, it's interesting that they're partnering with other designers for their products. I mean, personally, I think that Joyo has proven that their designers can come up with some cool stuff. Moore is doing some pretty cool things with their little preamp pedals. They're doing some cool things with, Devin Townsend with the Ocean Machine, which I was hoping we'd actually get a chance to. I was hoping we'd get a chance to check out this year, but unfortunately, we did not because some people don't like to check their emails. Anyway. So yeah, 2 cool new pedals from XVive that I'm gonna probably be plugging in ASAP. So I'm cool with that. Let's take a look at the chat and see how everybody's doing. Of course, we saw that Robert Baker decided to pop his head in for a little while. Appreciate that, Robert. Let's see. Michael's unboxing a BEOD while watching. Whoa. It's unboxception. That's weird. Francisco, how you doing, buddy? The Golden Brownie, heard very nice things about it. Yeah, I have too. I was actually kind of hoping that I could get to check out both of Thomas's pedals. And also, Howard Davis has been doing a bunch of really cool new things based on the Memory Man with them. And XVive is also the company that's manufacturing the MN3005 chips, the classic analog delay chip from the Memory Man, I think. And that's why I believe that's also the chip that Joel Cordy is using in the Tonal Recalls. So yeah, they're doing a lot of really cool stuff. And yes, Francisco, the Moore radar, that's something I definitely have my my eye on. Harmony Smurf, how late are you? Well, I already unboxed these 2 cool pedals from XVive, the Thomas Blug Tube Squasher and the Duet Stereo Looper. But you know what? Since you just joined the party, I'll go ahead and just give you the sneak peek right there. You know, I can't leave you hanging. If you just joined in, you gotta see what you missed. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Francisco, back to your point about the Moore Radar IR loader. That cab sims of late for me have been something that I've been really interested in checking out more of, because there seem to be so many different options in the analog and digital realm, and really they don't all sound that great. There's a very fine line between a good one and a bad one. So we'll just have to wait and see. I would like to check it out. You know, I'm gonna be going to the NAMM show to try to get some video content, show you guys the cool gear. So if you would like, I will go visit the Moore booth and I'll try to talk to somebody about the radar, and hopefully this year try to get them interested in me doing some demos of their stuff, because they're making some really cool stuff, and I just don't feel like they're really getting the kind of coverage that they need. I'm finding videos, but just for me as a player, and one of the things that I think is cool about this YouTube community that's been fostered and created with people like myself and Robert Baker, of course, who joined us in the hizzy today. Yeah, they're just, you see demos that are really good, but I liken it to this. You know, you see like the Joyo Zombie Bandtamp, the Mesa Boogie Bandtamp model. You know, I see a video of Ola Englund doing it, and I see a video of Glenn Fricker demoing it. But those guys do metal, and I don't do metal. But I've played Mesa Boogies before where I'm like, I could see where me as a guy who's not playing metal would use it. So, but of course you have to work things out with companies' financials. You can't just assume that they're going to pay you outright. You know, you have to establish a relationship. The one big thing that I've learned during my time doing this regularly and establishing relationships with companies is there's a level of trust that you have to establish with these companies, and if you don't establish that trust from the very beginning, it's going to be very difficult to work with them as you continue to grow as someone who provides this kind of service, doing demos, doing gear reviews. And obviously I have to give you guys my trust. You guys need to trust me above all, because if my demos don't inspire you, and if they don't make you want to go out and buy the equipment, or at least want to buy the equipment, just as a desire standpoint, then there's really nothing that there's no reason for me to be moving forward. So that's that. But yeah, I'll be at the NAMM show, and Francisco, you ask for it. I will go ask them about the radar, and we'll see if we can get one in the studio and see if we can get a really nice demo out of it. So I will definitely do that for you. So that's it, guys. That was the XVive unboxing and a little bit of Q&A. Thank you so much to all of you for joining, and all of you that have subscribed. And if you have not, please do so. There's a little icon right down in the bottom corner. I'm going to catch up with my latent finger pointing. Hold on. Right there. That little thing right there. It says subscribe. So if you click that, you'll be subscribed to my channel, and you'll see all the cool stuff that's coming up. Tomorrow we have a new episode of Stompbox Saturday getting uploaded, which will be the TC Electronic Echo Brain analog delay, a fantastic, very simple analog delay that you saw in the unboxing a couple days ago. No, wait, that was yesterday. That unboxing, yes. Fantastic sounding analog delay that I hope you guys will enjoy. It'll be a quicker demo than I normally do, but I certainly hope you guys enjoyed that. And then we'll be following that up with more GitCon interviews with the likes of Brian Awald, who is a artist and representative of Paul Reed Smith Guitars. We've got the one and only Gearman dude coming up in the interview series as well, where, he's probably already revealed his face in many other places, but we will see him for the first time in the flesh on my channel. We've got a demo and the Joyo Dual Clones, and interview with the designers Andrea and Fabrizio of Clones, which was probably my favorite video to make. It was so much fun. Those guys were a blast to hang out with and talk with, sampling the tones, seeing what's new. It'll be a really fun video, so look for that one coming soon. And just a bunch more gear demos and some new interviews. GitCon was a lot of fun. I had a great time. And I've got all these TC pedals and these pedals to demo. So, yeah, hopefully next year there will be more stuff coming. And as we work towards the new year, I'm greatly appreciative of you guys for joining me in this crazy journey, because it's crazy. But hey, the more of you guys that join me and see value in what I do, I will continue to do it, and the more companies will see value in me doing these things for them, so that you guys can see it, and so that maybe you guys will go to them and be like, give me one of these. Sean's demo was the reason I'm buying it. Which I've gotten some recent feedback about that being the case, and that is intensely flattering. I do this for fun. I don't get paid for this. I have ads running in front of my videos, but I don't get paid by the companies to do these videos. I do them all because I have just a whack ton of fun. I get to feed my pedal addiction a little bit. But I promised you guys something, and I'm going to stick by it. We reached 3,000 subscribers before Halloween. So, what am I going to do for you guys? We're going to do a giveaway. I don't know what exactly we're going to be giving away. I'm going to work on the details. I've been talking to some people, been thinking about it. So, I'm going to do some footwork, and you will see the announcement of the giveaway after Halloween. Most likely on November 1st. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm going to go binge watch Stranger Things Season 2. So, I'll see you on the upside down, kids.